Hey everybody, it's Chamber Matt, and I am visiting once again with an old friend. We won't go into how old.
Oh, yeah.
A friend, Brady. This is Brady Miller, though, and he is one of the owners of the Bay Street Bistro. It's downtown Port Orchard on the east end of town. And so, Brady, tell us a little bit about what. Well, actually, so first of all, I guess when I said old timer here, Brady graduated back in 1983 from South Kitsap High School. It was a great year. 83 was a great year.
Absolutely. I know some other people who did.
Yeah. What have you done with your life in the last, gosh, I don't even want to think about how many years it's been.
Oh, geez, yeah. Many things. So it's quite diverse. But career-wise, I was a strategic management consultant for many years. But most recently, just kind of not have a long story there on career-wise, I recently started a software company about 3 years ago, and it's going quite well. And I've been with Deanna, the co-owner of the Bay Street Bistro, for 27 years, and we got married in, I think, 2006. After
Outstanding.
So
outstanding.
A couple of the little highlights, or I guess a general thing, but so much has happened in that amount of time. But we came to the bistro one night as a result of Deanna looking up, kind of jokingly actually, on her phone, searching fine dining in Port Orchard and kind of going ha, and then found the Bay Street Bistro listed, and we said, oh, isn't that the new place on the corner down there? Oh, let's try it out. And we went there and met the chef owner, and we loved the menu. We loved the kind of quaintness of it and kind of European feel that we met from our experience from our travels and so forth. I kind of missed that in my what have I done? Yeah, did a lot of traveling. And for both for work and experience a lot of restaurants, and was seeking that in our local town, because we always had to do that outside of Seattle, and say, wouldn't it be great to have that around here? And we found that, and fast forward another 4 years from then, we were talking to the server, and he indicated that they were going to sell, and we're like, oh no, it's not going to change, is it? And so, oh, we would have bought it, and we're just kind of like, oh yeah, and then we talked a little bit further and said, well, if it falls through, call us. And of course, we did get the call, and so we're going, I guess we're buying a restaurant. And
cool. So in addition to your business hat and software hat, now you've got the chef, the restaurant owner hat on now too. So
yeah, definitely not the chef side. We have a great team. I do like to cook at home, but I think I'd be challenged to deliver the way that our chefs have done here.
Yeah.
But definitely a restaurant owner. But from the day to day, we have a great team, and it evolves as it does in the hospitality business. But we've been fortunate to have a great team throughout, and we have experience in the business world to know how to keep a consistent business and keep a brand. We see the bistro as its own entity that goes beyond even ourselves as owners of the bistro, and it's had now 2 owners that can exist on its own, whether it's different owners, whether there's different chefs, whether there's different servers, that we have that consistency throughout. And then, some of the menu, the classic menu items have been there the entire 10 years.
Okay. So you mentioned it. You went into the very first night to this quaint little bistro that
Mhm.
reminded you of bistros of old and of Europe, and
Yeah.
and now it's not quite so little. It is
Yeah.
still, and we'll take a little tour around here a little bit.
Sure.
But you've expanded since those days, and you know, right now Brady and I are sitting upstairs in the VIP lounge. We're VIP in it right now, and like I said, we'll take a little bit of tour. But what possessed you to decide to expand and grow?
Possessed is a good word.
Was it a demon possession?
In hindsight, it kind of seems like a little bit. But, you know, one of the things that we wanted to do is invest in the culture and the community and the economics of Port Orchard, where we grew up. Both of us grew up in the same neighborhood, and so knowing that the small footprint that we had and the way that it worked was less viable without a bigger place where people can gather and have drinks, and you know, that's what really drives you know, the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So both the numbers of people and then the margins. So we took the opportunity to lease the next two spots over and bring this building together. We love this building. I believe it says it's 1893.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's the only really true brick building that, you know, with high ceilings, and really love the building, and so we, you know, kind of double, triple, quadrupled down on it all, and you know, this kind of has more of our touch on it, which is kind of you know, has rustic elegance to it, where we try to romance the era of the building, and, you know, like bring in the look or industrial kind of look of street lamps with blending with like chandeliers and you know, ceiling fans and that sort of thing, and the warmness of wood, and, you know, brought in artisan woodworker to create our centerpiece of the bar downstairs with wood from the Gibson Guitar Factory to make Les Pauls out of that. So we put quite a bit into this.
This is a first class place. It really is. Yeah.
Thank you.
So you want to take us around and show us a little bit? All right.
So Brady, this is the spot where we were sitting here earlier, and
Yeah.
this is the famous VIP lounge, I guess you'd say, huh?
Yeah, so we call this the French Quarter, also known as a VIP lounge. We had some local artists create some pieces, and had some pieces that kind of romance the you know, French Quarter in New Orleans, the music, the jazz, and kind of that old like speakeasy type of feel, or old cigar rooms that used to exist, and you know, I have meetings up there myself with my board of directors for my software company, a number of the local businesses, and guests enjoy time up there.
So this is all upstairs, and you mentioned the high ceilings, and so as we walk over this direction, we can look down on the piano area, and you can see some of the outside seating that's available right now.
Yeah, so we brought in a baby grand piano this I think May, actually. We brought it in at the when I think the phase 2 was coming into effect, and some of the furniture that you've seen here, like these chairs we've got from estate sales, kind of to align with the era of the building. Same with the kind of woodworking. I talked about the lights, and you have the old Edison type lights there too. The barn door was also done with the artisan woodworker. Michael Jackson is his name from Bremerton, and did the bar as well. And this was all done with dowels, no screws or nails. So it's all hand woodworking, mahogany from the Gibson Guitar Factory, I mentioned, and we did everything in this space from the ground up. new structural, all new plumbing, all new electrical, as well as all the stuff we have behind that. And one other feature that we have not opened yet, which is the chef's table room, which will open to the kitchen and have a unique dining experience in there when we can.
And so this part over here was the original, and you can definitely tell that this is a quaint. I know the upstairs is a hallmark of some of the small European restaurants and places like that. So
people still love sitting by the fireplace in here, and it's a little bit different experience than in the new part. A lot of people like sitting over there, but now people are starting to gravitate to come back, and this side particularly, not right at the moment, of course, but going into the fall and winter, typically people like to sit over here and sit by the fire and enjoy it.
So thanks, Brady. This was very enlightening, and I got to tell you, you did a great job here.
Thank you.
All of our classmates will be really proud of you on this one, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks for showing me around, and I would encourage everybody, come down to the Bay Street Bistro. You got to do it at least 5 or 6 or 10 or 12 times a year. What the heck? And enjoy some of the fine dining. Call to make reservations. Is that the best?
Yeah, call or email at reservations@baystreetbistro.com. That's street spelled out. Or 360-602-0310.
There you go, guys. Thanks, Brady, and thanks everybody for listening and watching. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.